Hey, Jungle Explorer here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install a head unit or an Android smart system stereo navigation system in a 1999 miniature Winnebago, also known as a Mini Winnie. I just bought this 1999 Mini Winnie, and it's in real good shape, but I want to upgrade it with some modern technology. I want to get rid of the old stereo, stuff like that, put some new stuff in. So I've got this A6 Pro from ATOTO, and I'm going to be installing it today and showing you how to do that, and how to walk through the steps of getting the old stereo system out and putting the new stereo system in. We're going to go through it step by step and show you how to do it so you can upgrade your old Mini Winnie and put some new technology in it. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get the old radio out. This is an aftermarket radio. It's not the factory radio, but you're still going to need the Ford factory removal tool. This is the DT1. This is for the Ford 1986 to 2011. I'll put a link to this in the description of the video if you're looking for this removal tool. The kit comes with 4 different items in it here. Basically 2 little knives and 2 little pullers. And so we're going to get ready to take this out. Now the little keys, let's call them that, are marked top left and top right. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is get the radio out, and then to do that we're going to have to use these 2 little keys. So the first thing we're going to do is insert these. It says top right, so we're going to put this over here in the right side. Knife down, knife blade down, and push it all the way in. Okay, this one right here, top left, same thing. Okay, now the radio is loose, but unless you have really small fingers, it's going to be hard to get out. You might be able to pull it out, but that's what these devices are for. They're little pullers, and there's some little grooves right in here that you can slide this into. If you can get them in behind around those keys. For some reason you got to squeeze them. I'm going to tighten this up a little bit here. They're a little wide from the factory, evidently different size of radios. Alright, so you get that in that side. And then same thing on this side. Kind of work it in there until you can get it in the little special groove. Get those in there, and you just pull your radio out. You can take the keys out now, and the radio is loose. Out comes the radio. We'll go ahead and pull the antenna off. This is a sound system here, and pull that. Radio is now out, and now we're going to get this rest of this out here, and then we'll put our new system in. Okay, so the next step is just to get the rest of the housing out here, and all we need to do is take a screwdriver or a knife and push in on the corners here to release the latches, and it will come out. And out she comes. So now we've got our system out. Now the hard part is connecting our new system in here and making sure it fits. So the first thing we're going to do is get it fitted inside the case, and then we'll work on the connections. Okay, so I apologize for the background noise. It's 100 degrees outside, so I had to turn the generator on to run the electricity because I don't have this plugged into an RV outlet. So there's a little noise, the air conditioner's going there. But now we've got the adapter made, we're going to put this in. But the problem is it won't go in. Because, you know, Ford, in its genius, has decided to make a non-standard double DIN in the Ford Econoline. This is the 99 model, but I believe that this style runs from the 99 or the 98 all the way to like 2006 or something like that. So regardless of what Econoline van, this is a Mini Winnie, but the front of it is a Ford Econoline E350. So this will be the same thing on all of them, and a double DIN head unit's not going to go in there. So what we're going to have to do is trim out. It's plenty wide enough to go in, but where the problem is the height of it. There's a little lip down here and a little lip up here. I'm going to have to trim out. Now, some people might want you to take the whole dash off. What I'm going to do is simply use a multi-tool. If you don't have one of these, you need one of these. These things are awesome. And just trim it out in place. You don't need to use a Dremel or anything like that. It's going to be a little noisy. I'll just speed it up for you, but I'm going to trim the top edge out, and if I need to, I'll trim the bottom edge out. So just go here. Problem is it's not quite wide enough space in here. Once you put these on, it stops here and you can't get it past there. If you ever did get it past there, you would never get it out. So I'm going to have to trim these things out right here. I'm going to trim them out with the same multi-tool, and then I'll come back and we'll put this in. Okay, now I'm going to put these sides on here, and in the box with the new head unit comes these little side brackets. You don't need these right here, but you will use the screws out of this package. They go specifically to this radio. I've got them over here in the little coffee cup holder. They're not hard to put in. There's quite a few holes. Line up with the ones that kind of make it the most centered. And so just go ahead and put that screw in there on this side, and I'll put both sides on. Don't want to over tighten these screws, just want to put them in there snug. Okay, now that we've got all the stuff trimmed out there, we're going to go ahead and test it out, and it slides right in. It's real tight right here, but if you push hard enough, it will go in. And these are kind of like the springs. If you ever have to get it out, you're going to have to grab a hold of these to pull it out. And it's these little clips right here that are going to catch on once it's in there, and then you'll have to push those to get it out. But that's how it goes in. So we know it fits now. Now we're going to go ahead and start connecting it up. Okay, now I'm going to show you where to put the GPS and the Wi-Fi antenna, and this is pretty simple. We're just going to go right in here. Let me zoom in just a little bit here on this. There's a little access port up here. Just take a screwdriver, pop this off, okay, and I'm going to run these down through here. I can't get a camera in there, obviously, down into the radio compartment. So I'm going to go in through here, and there's a little hole up in there that I can see light through. I'm going to run the cables through there and put the Wi-Fi and GPS right up here on the dashboard, so there won't be any interference with them. It's too close quarters in there to see how I'm doing it, but once you get in there, you'll see how it's done. Okay, see the GPS and then the Wi-Fi antenna, they go in there, and here they come out down here. It's very easy to run them through there, no problems whatsoever. I've got this cord, the extra cord, tied up here, so I'll have a little, and I'll also tie this one up Wi-Fi cord, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so we got a couple of USB cables here, and just need to run these in a location where you can get at them. So it's hollow underneath here, though you can't see it from the camera angle. Just gonna push these down in here, bring them out from the bottom like so, like that, and just put the rest of the cable back in here out of the way. Let me tie this up a little bit so it don't get too far out of control. They don't need to be very long. Got a rubber band here. Okay, so those will be there to plug phones and stuff in. That's cool. And we've got everything ready. So let's go ahead and hook everything up. All right, so first is USB. Okay. Here is the Wi-Fi antenna. We'll put it on. Okay. The GPS antenna here. You have to push on these little buttons here. Boom. All right. So got those things hooked up. Let's see here now. Let's go ahead and put the mic in. Cable back there, out of the way. And okay, so now we're ready to make our adapter using or our connection using the adapter that I showed you earlier, and the plug, that custom plug that came with the radio. And we're going to connect these together. Now, most people would use these style of permanent connectors, to crimp-on connectors, to make this connection and make this unique adapter. But in my case, there's a possibility, that something could happen because the Android, head unit is quite complex. So what I'm going to use is plug adapters or connectors, basically, that allow me to connect them and plug and switch. So that if I do switch the unit out in a couple of years because a new one came out that's better, or an Android update came out, or it breaks or something like that, all I gotta do is unplug it, and then put new ends on the new connector, whatever model it is, and then connect it in, so I don't have to keep buying this or cutting and splicing wires. So I'm going to use these style of connectors for that purpose. Going to connect them both. You need a male and a female to go together. Then you can connect it and disconnect it as you need to if you need to change things out. Just makes it a whole lot easier in the future. Don't have to buy another one of these, or don't have to cut any more wires. So, going to show you how to do that real quick. Going to speed things up and get past this point. Put the wiring harness on, the radio wiring harness. Pull it out. Hook it on together. All right, good. Let's plug it into the unit. Alright, that's plugged in. Let's get the antenna Okay, we're going to plug the antenna in here. It's a little short, but don't need an adapter for the antenna. For this, hopefully we'll be able to get it in here. Need just a little more slack on that antenna. Okay, so we're going to go in here. The antenna is really short on this, and I can't get any extra. Might need to get an extension, but I'm going to try to fit it in here. Just kind of edge it in there a little bit. The antenna cord from the van, not giving me a whole lot of extra room, but I might be able to get it in there if I just kind of, as I get closer to the back. It should be long enough. Well, let's see. Turn the key on here. Oh boy. See if it works. Turns on. Awesome.
Never supported us before? Start there. If you already
Check it
pray
out.
for us, keep it up. Listener supported. KG&Z.
Cornerstone Christian
Wow,
School has been serving families in Abilene and the surrounding area since 1987. CCS combines a Christ-centered
All right, got that in. Everything's working. Let's see what we got here. There's a map program on there, Google Maps. Let's go back to home. Stop that. Okay. Got to connect to a Wi-Fi network. I'm going to go ahead and pull this screen protector cover off here. Boom. Alright, let's connect to a Wi-Fi network. Alright guys, there it is, installed, working, ready to go. It took a little bit of work, but I did it all in about a span of 2 hours to get it all in, hook everything up. I could have done it faster, but I was shooting this video, so if I was just committing time to doing it, I probably could get it all done in less than an hour. Everything's good about it. It all works. You know, and I hope you enjoyed me walking you through the steps of how to do all this. So everything that I used in this video, the kits and everything that I used to get it to from start to finish, all the tools and everything will be in the description underneath the video. Just click on the show more button if you're interested in these parts and accessories. This installation process should work from any model of Ford Econoline van from 1998 all the way through about 2006 and maybe even beyond that, because they're all pretty much standard. Might work for some other models of vehicles too, but I know that it will work for the 1999 model of the F3 E350 Ford Econoline van and your mini Winnies, miniature Winnebagos. All is going to work for all of those. This same installation process will help you do that. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please like, subscribe, and comment. And this is most important, please share this video. Share it with your friends, share it on your Facebook, share it Twitter, Instagram, whatever you got out there. Help me get this video out. You sharing my videos, you liking, commenting on my videos, that helps me. It takes a lot of work to do these videos for you. So help me out by sharing it if you would. I appreciate it. Until next time, this is the Jungle Explorer signing out.